Hello everybody, welcome to Carla's Bunny Trail. I'm Carla and it is Saturday evening and I'm sitting outside. We just finished washing our new patio furniture. New to us, but it was used. But it's really nice. I really like it a lot. I think we got a good deal. So we just pressure washed it, and so now we've just got to, I think we need to put the cushions on it how it's supposed to be. Then set it out where it's going to get full sun tomorrow. It shouldn't take it too long to dry here. So I think first day of summer, was it yesterday maybe? So happy summer to everybody. I'm not sure what everybody's happy about because I'm melting. Actually right now, you guys, I will say right now is very nice. I'm sitting on my my porch swing. Finally got it hung up, but it's gonna have to be rehung because I told him that we need a chain. Oh no, we'll use rope. Rope will be just fine. Is it just fine? But he had to find out for himself. So yeah, know how that goes, all right? Anyway, I don't have a baby with me. And the reason being, right at this moment, is because I have this new fabulous or phenomenal, as Melissa from Melissa's Valentine's Nursery would say, perfume on. And I thought I would share with y'all the mosquitoes from hell. Okay, so I thought I would share with y'all this new perfume. It is a very big trend in my area, and it even has sunscreen in it. How awesome is that? Sunscreen, you know, and I'm supposed to be trying to take better care of my skin this year. That's what this year's about for me, taking better care of my skin. As in, I'm not going to tan. I'm really not going to tan. Oh, okay, so that's the goal, is to not tan this year, but I like the tan look. And I don't like having orange hands where you put on the fake lotion, you know, the fake tan stuff, and then you get orange hands, orange heels. I don't like that. And I'm telling you, I keep seeing these commercials about Sorel drops. If anybody's taking the Sorel drops and they make you tan, let me know. It's supposed to be natural, but I don't know. Oh, so back to this perfume that I have. Okay, let me show y'all what it is. It comes in a green bottle and it has an orange lid, and I wear it all day. I put it on several times a day. Yeah. Here it is. It's called Bullfrog. Yes, it is Mosquito Coast with SPF 50 in it. That's right. And this is for those nasty mosquitoes from hell out there. No, I am not sponsored. How does that go? No, I do not sponsor them, or they sponsor me. Whatever. No, I'm just saying this is the only thing that works on the skeeters over here in my neck of the woods. I have tried in our Walmart. The only bug spray that they are selling is Off, which is a bunch of poop, and Cutter, I think is what the other one was, Cutter. And they both smell horrible. Okay, horrible. My new perfume. And does it stink? It doesn't smell like Off. It doesn't smell like Cutter. But it does have a scent. It's not a bad scent though. And it's one that goes away. Whereas Off, you can continually smell it on your body. Ugh, I hate it. I just hate putting spray on me, because at least this one, I don't know, I feel like it's clogging my pores. I don't like it. And that's one reason in the summertime why I hate wearing foundation, is because I feel like it's so hot. I just feel like I'm suffocating when I put that on. Anyway, okay, so if you haven't seen Real Life and Reborns, if you've not watched that YouTube channel, go over and check her out. Now, she has been imitating some of the women that are in the Dolly community, and it has been so funny. And I mean, it's all in good fun. It's nothing, it's nothing mean or anything like that. But it has been so funny, and she just did one, and I think I'm in the middle of watching it, so I wanted to do this video before it got dark out here. And then I've got to watch her second video that she's out. I'm behind on videos, you guys, and I've even been not around. I have been sick, you guys, and not just sick, kind of to the point to where maybe I do this. I think I do this. No, I know what the issue is, and I've kind of gotten a little down in the Dolly world. Everything is okay. I've just kind of been like, not had the want or desire to do like shop for the babies. And I don't know why. I do know why, but it's nothing to talk about. It's just me, okay? And I'm dealing with some stuff. But I have 2 sets of twins that I've yet to do like changing videos with. I have my Meadow and Fawn, which is seeing the skeeter fly around, which is the James and the Ashley from Bountiful Baby sculpts. And then I have my the set of twins that I just got in. I have yet to even name, and I've looked at some names, and I've wrote some names down. But I've been going through a funk, and so I need to get back to it and look at some more names. And those are for my precious sculpts. They're beautiful babies. They're gorgeous. And the names I've wrote down have been it. I kind of knew when I named my, hi baby, when I named
Dad?
In the pool. You can go watch him.
Yeah.
When I named my Meadow and Fawn, when I found those names, I knew that was it, so I know that I'll come across some names for my Aspen and Araya sculpt. Yes. But I just haven't found those names yet, so I need to get back to that. But they are gorgeous, and I am a very proud owner of those 2. Now, I didn't announce who their artist was, and that's because I didn't want to hurt any feelings, because some people don't agree, that oh, you painted over my work. But once you sell, and this is how I am, once you sell a baby to me, and this is how I believe, and it's my opinion alone, and I know that a lot of you agreed with me out there, that once you sell a baby to me, then I get to do what I want with the baby. And I've obviously paid a lot of money for the doll, and so I like the painting, when they came to me, how they were, but I also wanted a little bit more, like on their stork bites. I want them to have just a little bit more of a red tint to them, and I wanted them to have some yellow tint on the tip of their nose. I wanted them to look similar to how my babies look when they were born, and that's how. And then I sent them to Anna, and Anna darkened their marks and made them more red, their cheeks more red, put the yellow on their nose, and painted hair on them. And I feel like that's the person that buys, I feel like that's their it's my prerogative, there we go. I feel like that's their it's my prerogative, so I'm just going to have to sing the song when I say it, as to what they want to do with their own babies, and I don't mean any disrespect to the artist at all, but sometimes it just takes two artists to get a baby the way you want it, and it did. And I'm very thrilled and happy with this. And I think every doll owner should be allowed to do that. And I mean, what's to say that a lot of people buy replica dolls and redo the replica dolls. So what's different? I mean, is it different because it's not just one person that's painting that doll? Did y'all see that? Did you see it? Oh my gosh. Mosquito from hell. It got me. You know what? When I started my video a while ago, I turned my camera on and I have one right there. Yeah. Well, my cheeks will be nice and blushy. But anyway, I think to each their own, right? You know, if you want to fork over $400 and they're then yours because they're at your home and you want them to have a little bit more embellishment to them, why not? It's your doll, you know? And I really don't think that anybody should that it should matter to anybody what somebody else does with their dolls. And I think so far that I've not come across really anybody that, you know, thinks it matters too much. But there is some people that, you know, thinks it can be disrespectful or to somebody. I don't, because in reality, I did like her painting that she did. I just needed more added to it to get it to the way I like it. And that's what it's about, right? Isn't it about buying the dolls that we like? And it's about making the dolls how we like them. I mean, how many times have we taken dolls apart and reweighted them? Because that's to get them how we like them. You know, a lot of times the artists, if we buy from different artists, they don't necessarily know. Now, Anna, she's on point. I mean, Anna she gets it almost she gets it every time is all I can say. I don't know if Farrah was reweighted or not. When I bought her second hand, so I don't know if she was reweighted. I think Sandra said she did reweight her or added some weight to her maybe. But I'm not 100% positive on that. But all the other babies that I've gotten from Anna have been score. You know, just brilliant, beautiful, perfect weighting, feel like a newborn, and that's why all of a sudden I have fallen in love with cuddle babies. Besides, the price is way cheaper. And you know what, though? Even Anna, whenever she does the full limbed and legs, I mean, her work is way cheaper than a lot of other dolls out there for her quality of work that she does. She prices very well. And then she gives a beautiful box opening, too. So I am Team Anna all the way. Love you, Anna. She's such a sweet, sweet lady. And I need to contact you. I don't know. I need to message you about something. But the last doll she was selling, I wanted him so bad. But it's okay because I'm kind of at the point now to where if it doesn't work out my way to where I get a doll, then I'm not going to push it. I don't want to make a mistake and sell a doll that I absolutely love to get something else that I think I need, you know. I'm happy. There may be a doll come up in the future. Now, I have several dolls that are still for sale, and I do need to do a video. I just haven't been feeling it, but that's why I'm doing this video today, because actually last night, so in the summertime, I don't make my kids go to bed at any certain time. We're way laid back than when my older four were home, because when my older four were home, I had a bedtime all through summer, and weekends I would let them stay up. But with Aurora and Mason, you know, now I'm trying to think. Aurora really might have just started this summer, getting to really stay up through this summer. I don't think she really stayed up much, I'm thinking, last summer. But anyway, so, what? Oh, okay. You were looking at me like you wanted to tell me something. Huh? Yeah, I know. You know how my brain is today. It's all foggy. So now I can't remember what I was going to say. Yeah, we need to figure out dinner. Don't we? Y'all can see my nose is starting to itch. Aurora and I caught a bad virus. Ugh. And actually, Tiny, if you get to watch this video, this is, you know, you've talked to me about how you had, you know, thought that you might like to do preschool daycare in your home. One of the downfalls of doing it in your home is that sometimes you get kids that are sick and or still are not supposed to be in your care, and that virus spreads. And actually it tore through my whole preschool, and Aurora and I both have ended up with this tummy bug. Brian and Mason so far, but I think there's a 3-day incubation period that you're still contagious, because that's when we all came down with it, was after the one brought it to us, which it's hard. It's very hard as a business owner, and I'm very close with the parents that I have, and you know that it's more than just business. You know, it's family. You know, it's like, I love them. And so I know the struggles that they go through. They need to work to provide for their family, and I need to work, but also I've got to protect my family as well, because it's in my home. Now, it may not be so bad if I had like a little tiny house that we made into like a little preschool daycare, but I don't have that. And so it's in my home, and so you bring stuff in, and then you take chances of it. And you know what, and even if I had it in another building, I would have to have Aurora there with me, so she would be exposed anyway. So that is a downfall. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi. What did you get today? Do you want to go bring her out here so you can show everybody what I bought you today?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Starting to look good, huh? Brian, you're going to have to drill some more holes, though. I need more than just 4. In case they get clogged, you have to have, it's got to be like, so put 1 in between those 4. Just put 1 in between those 4. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, guys. My nose is itching.
Me know nothing. Me speaking no English.
Yes, you speak a lot of English, son.
No English.
So, I was talking about dolls. I was talking about, you know, to each their own, and the things, you know, that when we buy our dolls, we make them our own, and that may be, I mean, you can't necessarily say that painting is disrespecting the artist when you take a doll apart and you redo the weighting of one. And here's Angel. Aurora got Angel. Now she has Stitch and Angel. Huh.
Yeah. Look at
We got a very good price. Come from Bill's. How much was it at Bill's? Your
$10.
phone's ringing.
$10.
It was $10 at Bill's.
Whose phone is?
Yours?
And look at the back, the little antennas.
Will you go here? Let me pause this because I don't want it to. Okay, guys. Sorry, we had to answer Brian's phone because I didn't want to get flagged because of the music it plays. And it's saying, "Run, devil, run, devil, run, devil, run." Anyway, oh, he's calling me now. I'll have to decline it. Maybe he'll call you back, okay? So, but, you know, everybody is welcome to their own opinions, you know, on how things are. And the thing is do we get upset at other people for presenting their opinions? No, I don't think so. I don't think we should, because everybody has their own mind. We're not going to all think the same. We're not all going to agree the same. And it's the same thing about the presidents or, anybody that you're electing. Even though I elect, choose to elect a certain person and they get president, that doesn't mean that I'm going to agree with everything that president does. No, that's never going to be the fact. You have, because we're not the same individual. We all think different thoughts. So yeah, we all think different thoughts, and we're all entitled to think whatever we want to think. And no, I don't think we should get mad at somebody for believing a certain way. I think that's ridiculous. I think it's silly to do that. But a lot of people do, and that's what's sad. That's what's sad. Can't we all just get along? No, because we're all women. Actually, there's a lot of us that can get along, so that's good. Oh, if it's not the, go, shoot. If it's not the, shoo, where'd it go, sis? Shoo, shoo, shoo. Sorry, guys, I'm shooing a wasp. These wasps this year have been so strange. It's like they want to come and, hello, Angel.
Yeah, I probably will.
Hello. What are you doing, Angel?
I was just over there swimming with my mom.
Oh, well, don't fall in the dirt because it would get you all dirty.
Okay.
Bye-bye. I have been having wacky, crazy dreams. I think it's because I was getting sick. It could be the moon. I saw something the other day that said, if you don't believe that the moon affects our emotions, then you should be a nurse or go to the ER on a full moon. And I completely agree with that. I think absolutely the moon seems to mess with our emotions and mess with not just the emotions, the earth, I think that. But, oh no, I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to do it on camera.
I'm listening, baby.
You listen to me? Oh. There, I held it in. So I didn't sneeze in y'all's ears. My dad used to say, oh, there's Stitch. Hi, Stitch. What happened to your nose, Stitch?
It's just so...
You got a fuzzball on your nose. Have you been rubbing on the cat, Stitch? Oh my gosh, will you get that fire ant off my foot?
What?
I'm getting ate up. Get it
Whoa.
off. See, it's crawling on my foot right there. Knock it off. Oh,
Mella, you cut the water off?
mosquitoes from hell,
I'm
the
cutting
wasp,
some
fire ants. Welcome to Texas. I sent a picture to some of the ladies. I'll tell y'all a funny story real quick. I sent a picture to the ladies of someone had shared on Facebook a snake. And this is why you watch where you're walking. And that's exactly growing up what I went through. My closest neighbor was 5 miles from me. So there was nothing but pastures all around me. And so that is something my dad drilled into us. You keep your head down all the time, because where I grew up, trappers trapped. There was snakes, all different. I mean, I think we have copperheads. The poisonous snakes is what I'm thinking of. Copperheads, water moccasins, cottonmouths. I thought they were the same snake. They are not. Water moccasins stay close to the water. Cottonmouths do not. And then rattlesnakes. So I don't know about coral snakes. I mean, I know what a coral snake is, Rainbow. You mentioned that y'all had, I think you said the coral snake's really bad. I don't think we did. But anyway, so my dad was like, I better not see you walking with your head up, And so that's how I grew up. But anyway, it was a picture, and there was a copperhead in it. And then I sent I circled, you circled where the snake was actually in the picture. and sent that to them. And then I was telling them, that this is, and the babies are the most poisonous because the babies, they haven't learned when to cut their venom off when they bite, and so they'll release way more venom than an adult snake will. And so it's, and then too, hey, will you get her down, Brian?
What?
The cat. Spank her. I don't want to come out one day and find one in there. Sorry, my cat is went up the ladder to the pool. Maybe we should raise it. Can you raise it?
They're still going to be able to get up there.
Not if you raise it.
I'm thinking, go ahead.
Okay.
Don't fix it. Address the country.
Trump is fixing to address the country. Okay.
That's what baby said.
Okay. I'll be there in a minute. Or just let you watch it and tell me, okay? Anyway, so I'm scatterbrained, you guys. Y'all know it. Oh, I was going to tell you a funny story. So where I worked at, when I actually, where I found that I love to teach preschool. And the women there come from many different places. The town that we lived in was kind of a town where the military came and settled, And so you had people from all over the world living in this town. And only me and one other lady were basically from around this area. And so our preschool was right on the river. And we had come back, we had walked to the library, which we did once a month, and we had walked to the library, and when we came back, as we had come into the school playground area and we walked around to the back, all of a sudden, off the wall, a snake came out. And it was an adult snake, a big snake, and it was like, it came out, and of course it was trying to escape us, We were walking in line, all the kids were on the rope. If you're a teacher, you know what being on the rope, grab your ring, stay in line, means. And so everybody was on the rope, and it got to the very last one, which I was dragging up, I see it, dragging up the, catch it, bring it here. Why? That is a wise tail. That's just an old wise tail. Are you Sissy Lala?
Huh?
You Sissy Lala? It was a frog. He wouldn't catch it.
I just didn't want to catch it.
I know, you just didn't. I know. Exert any energy into it, huh? Y'all hear Brian squeaking as he walks by? Ring, ring, ring. Those new Crocs, huh?
Yep. Breaking them in.
He's breaking them in. He just got out of the pool. Anyway, so, then of course, I was screaming like, go to the rope, run, run to the back door. And my son was last because he walked with me. And the snake is coming. It's not coming meaning to come at us, but it's coming at us, And I didn't know what kind of snake it was. And I just picked up Kagan and threw him over my shoulder. Probably it was an event. So that afternoon, us ladies were sitting around and we were talking about what could we do to keep the snakes off the playground. Okay, these teachers were talking, and I'm just, I just sit and listen a lot. And so I'm sitting there, and one of the teachers says we should put in a request to have them come build a wall that went, that goes around the play area. And I said, a wall for what? And she said, to keep the snakes off the playground. Okay, so if you're raised in the country, that snakes climb. Yes, they do. They would climb a wall, and there's no stopping them. They're going to go where they want to go. And I just died laughing because I thought they were joking, and all these ladies looked at me. I think one of the women had come from Jordan, and I mean, they were all military families, so they came from all over the place, And I started laughing because I thought they were joking, and the ladies looked at me funny, and I was like, "Oh, you're serious?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm serious. I don't want any more snakes on our playground." I was like, "There's nothing you can do. We're on a river. There's nothing that will stop them." And she said, "Yes, if we were to put a brick wall, that would stop them." And I said, "No, snakes can climb." And I mean, all of them were like, they had no idea that snakes could climb. Now, in our area, copperheads, it seemed like last year and this year have been real big. And people, they're dropping and falling out of the trees. I can remember as a girl, the people we rented our home from where I grew up, she had a hummingbird feeder. And she was watching one day, and a copperhead had gone up into the tree, gone down the rope to where the hummingbird feeder was sitting, and when a hummingbird would come up, out it would go and grab it, and it was eating her hummingbirds, and it had ate like 3 of them. He had 3 knots in his stomach where he had ate 3 of the hummingbirds before she got out there, and then of course she killed the snake, and it's too late, for the hummingbirds. But yeah, snakes climb, people. They climb. But you know what? I would be laughed at if you threw me in the city, because there's a lot of city things that I don't know. I'm very gullible, and if you were to put me in city life, I just know how to live the country life. I don't know how to live the city life. So yes, that's one of my funny stories. Their reaction to knowing that snakes can climb. Yay! And I hate snakes, you guys. I hate snakes. Beth, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you lost your snake. I really, truly am sorry that you lost your snake. But I don't like snakes. I don't like them at all. Brian said the other day when he was mowing over one side of our land over here that he saw a snake, and real fast he tried to run over it. Or I said, "Did you kill it?" And he said, "No, he thinks it was a chicken snake." We definitely don't want a chicken snake around here. Now, you may laugh at me about this, but I really don't know. I don't know. They do have down the aisle where you get your hornet spray, you get your fire ant granules to put out down that aisle. It's called Snake Away. I have no idea if it works. It kind of sounded comical. My son was talking about it a couple of years ago, and I laughed at him, but it's there now. And so I don't know. I don't know what it is, but they do have it. I don't know if it would work or not. I have cats, and I tell them every day, that is your job. You keep those. And we have chickens, and I think they are free range most of the time. I have to lock them up about every 4 days. I have to lock them back up because they tend to get to where they want to wander further and further from home the more I leave them out. So I lock them up about every 4 days, and leave them locked up for maybe 2 or 3 days, and then let them back out, and they'll stay close to home. I've got neighbors, so I don't want them go. And also the road in front of us, people drive like it's the highway, and it's not. And so once I see them getting where they're getting close to the road, then I know that the next day they need to be locked up. It's like they're getting grounded. We did go and look at some chickens and some ducks. I wonder if I wonder what that did. Did that turn on my light? I don't know. It's starting to get dark. But let's see. What's the hand do? What's the hand do? Does the hand say talk to the booty because the hand's off duty? Or no? Let's see. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Is your stomach hurting?
Mm-mm.
They'll be getting in if you're sick.
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know if... there we go. I guess that's the light. So, I was saying that... Ooh, that's a bright old light right there, isn't it? I think that's supposed to be a light, so I can talk outside. I hadn't done a video in so long. I guess I missed y'all last night. Oh, I was telling you last night. Aurora at like 10. That's why I was telling y'all she doesn't really have a bedtime. She come running in my bedroom at like, sorry guys, I was getting situated. 10:30, and she's like, Mom. I said, what? She goes, are you not doing the dolls anymore? And I said, yeah, I'm doing. Yeah, why? She's like, because you've not been playing with them, and you've not done a video in a long time. I'm like, I know, I hadn't done a video in a long time. So this was, a little bit of encouraging. I need to get back. And she told me that too. You need to do a video. She's right. Yes, I do. I need to do a video. And I'm sorry I don't have a baby with me today. The reason why I'm not having a baby is because of the new perfume that I am wearing. It has sunscreen in it. Sunscreen's oily, got a little, and plus I don't want, sorry guys, somebody's in their new side by side. And did y'all see that?
That's Dawn.
Dawn. Oh, Kendra's?
Huh?
Kendra's dad? Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Anyway, so yeah, because of that, I don't want that on my babies. I know who you're talking about now.
That's Dawn.
Yeah. It just took me a minute.
The reason I know that is because he rode by earlier.
You guys, Mason cut all of his golden locks off. He did. I don't know how many inches it is, but it covers the whole from the top of a notebook paper down to the bottom. However many inches that is, I should know, but I don't. All of it gone. He actually buzzed it.
Huh?
You ought to see Rip's hair. He got a little faux hawk going on. You should have done that, Mace. I was heartbroken, you guys. I didn't want him to. He says he should have got a mullet. Nope, I'm not supporting Joe Dirt. I'm not a fan of Joe Dirt. Brian loves it when he's naming off the firecrackers. What is it he says? What does he say? Either with or without the scooter stick. Okay, so that part is funny, but that's about the only part I find funny. I don't like that stupid comedy stuff anymore. Brian and I used to watch it all the time, like Dumb and Dumber and what was some of the others we used to watch? We used to watch that stuff all the time. But today, we watched an oldie, you guys. Took me back to, do y'all remember Adventures in Babysitting? Wow, we went and, me and Brian put it on and tried to get Aurora to watch it. And then I guess just, it's different. Movies are made better now, as far as in, ooh, a pretty lightning bug. Y'all know what I used to do to lightning bugs? I'm ashamed of myself. Seriously, we would catch them and put them in mason jars. You would see them all over the place. It wasn't just a few here and there like now, but it was all over the place. You could turn and catch one, And we would put them in the mason jars, and then I would pinch their butts off and smear it on my legs, like smear, so then I would glow. I would write my initials with their guts so that I would glow like a lightning bug. Isn't that awful? I can't believe my parents let me do that. Now I'm always telling Aurora, and then I'm like, no, don't, don't do that. You'll kill them, and there's not very many of them. You don't see a lot of them anymore, and they're so pretty. Anyway, okay, well, I've kind of gone all over the place today. When I'm not feeling, I was going to say when I'm not feeling good, I tend to do that, but I do that anyway. So, thank you all who stick with me and listen to my jibber jabber all the time. And there was something I wanted to say. Beth always says, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. But I read another shirt that said something else. It said, oh, I can't remember. I'm going to have to just write it down so I can say it whenever I go to get off. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, new subscribers. Thank you for those that keep coming back for all my goofy silliness. And hopefully there will be a baby video very soon. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend.